Semi-final from the De La Beach Open, part of the FIVB Beach Volleyball 4-star event on the World Tour. It was the Netherlands in blue with the serve, and it's a side act achieved by Poland in yellow. And they have the first points on the board. Oh, massive block. Very nice start for Poland, and a huge block for Kantor. Losiak with the serve, going after Brouwer again, and again he's put down, but this time it's recovered by Meeuwsen, and an unforced error from the big number 2, and Poland now lead 3-0. Losiak with the serve again. Oh, it's a good serve as well. A lot of that's been happening this week, the ball catching players high in the chest, but an unforced error. And the Netherlands get a fortuitous side act, first point on the board, fans enjoying that. But that was an opportunity not taken by Poland. Meeuwsen with his first serve. Good use of the net. And again, for Poland, that looks to have gone into the net, and it has resulted in a point for the Netherlands. Taking that ball off the bottom of the net, but a rather snatched shot from Losiak. And a cheap point for the Netherlands. A peachy set and a great finish this time getting in. Super hit. Meeuwsen with a belter. Good leave by Poland. These two teams played each other on 5 previous occasions. It's Brouwer and Meeuwsen who lead the head-to-head by 3 matches to 2. The last time they played was at Porridge. And the winning team was Kantor and Losiak. That was a 3-set match. 19-21, 21-17, 15-12. That's another huge swing from the Netherlands. Well, that ball was very close to hitting the antenna at the bottom of the net. Well watched and picked up by Poland. Always tricky with that ball coming down to that angle. It was really well worked play in the end by Poland. And a very nice cut away from the defenders. It's an advantage that the Netherlands have with Brouwer and Meeuwsen is the height at which they operate at, even off of the sand. Full extension, big arm swing, taking that contact around the 3rd red stripe on the antenna. That's high. Not so, though, for Losiak, who's only just getting it over the top of the net. And that's going to be a problem. If the Netherlands get their block sorted and get onto the power angles on it, they don't even have to get high. They can just go off their tiptoes almost, and hands across the net will make blocks. If anything, Netherlands going a little bit too high. That's another big hit And Brouwer, who knows, if he didn't already, he's the target for Poland. They're going after him with every serve. He's dealing with it very well. Quick play, and it's a big swing, but it's down the side of the Netherlands. It was too quick for Meeuwsen to get himself set and close the gap between him and the net. Poland do like to play hurry-up volleyball when they get the chance. Oh, massive swing, and doesn't hit the ceiling. Not something you can expect to say in beach volleyball. But a really nice rally. A few oohs from the crowd as that one went up near the ceiling. Good pickup, great swing, another great pickup. Everyone watching. But unfortunately, the dig not great from the Netherlands, giving the point to Poland. Lovely. Excellent work from Alexander Brouwer. He knew the ball was going to hit the bottom part of the net, and therefore when it does that, at the angle it went in, it will come back out in a position where he can play it, so he didn't need to rush. He was able to take his time and set it up nicely for the roll shot. Not enough angle for Meeuwsen to find court, and at the technical timeout, Poland have a decent lead. Had a look, saw the angle was available cross, but didn't get enough control on the ball. It's a fantastic venue here for this tournament, and plenty of entertainment to keep the crowd excited even when the players are taking a rest. Losiak with the serve. Poland with a decent three-point lead at the moment. Good lead by Brouwer. There's a challenge system in operation for the televised matches, similar to the indoor system. For those of you that have seen the challenge system indoors, and for those of you who are unaware of what the challenge system is, it's an opportunity for players, as we have a look at this replay, to question decisions. Not all of them, but some of them. No need to question that decision. Oh, it's a great pick-up. The chase is on. Oh, so unlucky. Kantor was sprinting across the sand. This was a very heavy hit, and it very nearly came back. That's a huge serve. Netherlands making their comeback. Players still having a few issues with the serve that comes directly at them on a straight line. And as you saw with that last play from Brouwer, not taking a step to the side, going back as the ball came at him, and then nowhere to go, getting caught high on the chest. And a timeout called by the Netherlands. They are trailing by 4 points here in this first set of this first semi-final. Here's some of the action that's been going on so far in this set. Interestingly, one thing that none of the players have on is sunglasses. Well, why would we? We're indoors. Doesn't stop one of the line judges wearing a pair, though. The fans being treated to some fantastic beach volleyball. Another massive block. The tendency at the moment for Brouwer is to go and hit as if he's indoors. He's just going up and swinging in the same rhythm, and that's suiting the block for Poland very much. Kantor now with 3 point blocks, serving once more, sprint through to the net, going after Brouwer once more. And that was close. Kantor just a little bit too far inside, Brouwer with enough line to work. That ball he fixes the cross court and then straight over his shoulder to the line. Very nice shot. Meeuwsen, he's a tall lad and he's got long arms and he gets them high and across the net, but there's no... In beach volleyball, the tendency for some players, are what you call like handsy players, to lead with their hands, try and get their hands on the ball. When you watch Meeuwsen, he just puts his arms across the net. That's a great pickup. Well, you don't need 3 touches if you don't have to use them. Kantor improvising, and it's set point now for Poland. Nice pickup, and a good put away. Well watched by Kantor, and the first set goes the way of Poland. 21-14 for the Netherlands. Second set underway. And the Netherlands know that they have to get off to a decent start, and that will help. Brouwer getting a block out. There's one thing about the Polish duo in your picture, that no matter what happens, they just get on with it. There's no massive celebrations. Get on with the next point, and the point after that, really focused on what they need to do. It's a bit like watching tennis when they play. The real emotion comes after the event, when and if they win, then they celebrate. Well, a huge swing from Meeuwsen. He's not had much to do. The Pole's not going after him, and this is why. Because when he gets it right, he's unstoppable. Another attempt put away on the second ball. That's a beauty of a shot. I was going to say brilliant. You could add both. It was brilliant and beautiful, right into the corner. And from some distance off the net as well. Well, it's scrappy from Poland, and it's one of those things you see a jump volley on the beach, and well, it's not really beach volleyball, is it, when they do that? For those of you that are the purists of the game, how do they get away with that? The clean contact, but they have done. Oh, that's a slight mishit from Brouwer. Didn't get his hand through that. It looked like it was more of his fingers, not getting the palm of his hand through the ball, not getting the topspin to bring it down, and Poland now lead by 1. That's a good lead from Brouwer. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Brouwer. He's the one who's having to do all the side-out work. And then when you miss a serve and you know they're coming back at you, a little bit of pressure now. Well, that'll be a huge carry. Excellent blocking from Meeuwsen. Fortunately for Losiak, as he goes to play this again, it kind of gets stuck in his arms a bit. Well, he caught it. Very difficult to deal with that kind of a play where the attacker comes around behind and then cuts back onto another angle. Just changes up everything, and the Netherlands completely out of position. Losiak's very quick behind the block, and Poland take advantage. Oh, that's a massive swing. But even with Losiak in the cross court, he didn't quite get opposite the shoulder line of Brouwer. And there was enough room for Brouwer to put this one away. Unforced error from Poland. It's 8-all. It's game on now in this second set. Close but no cigar. Touched the block on its way out. Well spotted by the first ref. Oh, good touch. Oh, what a luck. Ha! That's just fantastic. It was a bit of luck for the Netherlands, but then what Poland did, they played that ball around their ankles to come back with the transition play. Off the shoulder, low ball into the knees then, as a result of the ball coming over. And then they just played a bit of pinball, shooting that one back out wide, a little shot over the top. That was fantastic. Oh, good chase again. Well, that may well be the Netherlands' ball. It's been given to Poland. That ball, the Netherlands thought that it may well have been played on their side of the net, or in fact even outside of the antenna. It was a really quick play, wasn't it? But it's Poland who have the point. No challenge coming from the Netherlands as to whether it was outside the antenna. And they do what they should do, which is just play to the whistle. They've got side out. There's one in it as we go into the technical timeout, and the Netherlands are very much in this match. Well, sometimes just a little bit of luck or something goes your way and it can turn the tide of a match. The Netherlands have got themselves a bit of momentum, but the one Achilles heel at the moment is their serving. It's giving Poland points where they don't have to work for them. They're not expending energy. This time Brouwer goes up, just delays, doesn't swing in his rhythm, which has been causing him a few issues. If he just brilliant. The ability for teams to tidy up is what gets them into these matches, gets them into these situations. A scrambled pass, a recovered dig, and then a put-away ball. Oh, good recovery. But it was always Meeuwsen who was at boss of the net. Watches, gets up, nice and high, watches the ball, gets a good touch. And then watching again, as it popped up very nicely for him. Another big block. That's important now. Meeuwsen beginning to be a real presence and a real threat at the net defensively for the Netherlands.
Time-out. Ik zou zeggen, dames en heren, pak even de luchtgitaar erbij. De linkerhand, die gaat gewoon snel naar iets naar buiten. En de rechterhand, net naast die tafel, bij de rug. En dan gaan we even kraken.
arguments from the Netherlands.
Hij weet natuurlijk zelf hoe het is. Het is een challenge bij Brouwer en Meeuwsen.
Although they are going to challenge.
En zeggen wij, doe even raadjes op elkaar voor onze two.
Which is their right to do so. You can challenge ball in, ball out. You can challenge whether there was a net touch, whether there was a foot fault, whether the ball's hit the antenna. Well, that's definitely hit the block, and this is one of the perfect ones that has become really synonymous now with indoor volleyball, where the referee calls for 4 touches because the ball's been hit into the net. And what's been proven on the indoor game, and I'm sure we're going to see more of it on the beach as well, is that the ball 9 times out of 10 hits the net and does hit the block.
Yes! Ik zal jullie natuurlijk op de filmpje sturen.
Netherlands get their side out. Brouwer, once again, full arm swing, good extension, nice put away. Good leave, that was a very good leave on what was a very tough serve. You will see from that set that there is far more leniency now in the game of beach volleyball around the handling of the ball than there ever was. And the Netherlands very happy that there is. Huge hit that puts that ball up into the crowd and keeps Poland ahead. Good dig chance here for Poland. Nice high ball, options for one. Well, that's a great shot to see that serve and the movement on the ball in what was aiming for to be a line serve, and just saw that drift out. And that's one advantage. If you come to watch a game of volleyball, indoor or beach volleyball, and you get the opportunity to sit where you want, it's always a good idea to spend one set watching from the end of the court. So a net touch's been given against Kantor, and he's going to challenge that.
We call net of your corner. Which is your challenge? No net for that. Thank you.
Just confirmation of what the challenge was. Well, as he's come down, as his shirt's hit the net, and if that's the case, it will be a fault. The only time you can touch the net and it's not a fault when you touch the net inside the antenna is if it's your hair. Not such an issue for the men. I guess that would also include your beard as well. More of an issue for the men. So the question is, has Kantor come down? Did his shirt touch the net? He didn't feel it, so he knows he felt his body didn't touch the net. But there's also another, for those of you who are now saying, well, actually there is another way in which you can touch the net, but it's not a fault, and that's if the net touches you. In other words, if the ball hits the net and moves that net onto you, then it's not a fault, as long as you didn't make a forward motion to the net yourself. So having a really good look at this, the challenge team, and the official review is that shirt is moving and it's all over the net. He can't believe it. Is he going to tuck his shirt in? Probably not. So it's all square, but now, after that very good lead, Poland back in front again. There's, I just thought of another issue, another time when the net can touch you or you can touch the net, it's not a fault, and that would be more prevalent when you're outdoors. That's if the wind blows the net onto you. Well, that's not coming back. Meeuwsen has not had a great deal to do in serve-receive, and a very good tactic from Poland to go after him. He's been starved of the ball, and he wasn't ready for that one. Poland now 2 away from a place in the final. Netherlands have called a timeout.
Ja, zie je, daar gaan wij langzaam een klein beetje energie in de pomp. We hebben het nodig. Nog maar 2 puntjes achter, dat is alles mogelijk. Maar nu gaat het allemaal. De handen even voor je doen. Alles even voor op die klapsticks. Dat mag natuurlijk ook die klapsticks. En we gaan even heel rustig naar de handen omhoog, dames en heren. Die handen gaan omhoog. Die gaan omhoog. En die handen gaan naar links. Naar rechts. Naar links.
Well, the FIVB photographer Connie Kern getting in on the action just behind the Polish duo.
Nog een keer links. En dan gaan we wel harder maken. We gaan 2 keer zo snel. Links, rechts, links. En dan gaat het door.
Well, if you can't play, you can certainly watch and get involved. It's more trouble for the Netherlands. Another good serve from Poland, and it's now match point for the team in yellow. And the #1 seeds are on the verge of exit from the opportunity of a gold medal. Another big swing, and that one finds the baseline. Match point #1 saved. Quick ball out wide, good block, but good recovery. Another chance. Excellent defending from Brouwer. And he's found the line, and match point #2 is saved. The Netherlands giving it their all to stay in this match. Just when he needed to find a shot, he does. Ace serve from Brouwer. What a time to get that. Huge serve. And we are all square, and now it's the first to get 2 clear. That's a bit close, but straight over the top goes Meeuwsen, and from match point for the Polish duo, it's now set point for the Netherlands. Won't come back, and at last Poland have the side out, but their chances of having a swing and getting this one done and 2 have gone, as that ball ends up out of play. It's 21 all, and it's now the Netherlands who are siding out for set point again. Advantage clearly with them. Oh dear me, what a time to miss a serve. Bit of pressure on Kantor, and he felt it. Meeuwsen, jump float from him. Oh, that's just a monster swing from Kantor as he bounces this ball down the line. Wonderful swing. Oh, massive block from Kantor. And the first real show of emotion from him as well, because it's now match point again for Poland. He gave this everything. Full stretch, massive block, big point. They've done it! Unforced error from Meeuwsen. Silence here